Hello, good morning, Sue. How are you doing?
Good morning, Sia. Actually, I'm a little bit excited today. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Can you tell me why you are excited?
Because I'm going to have this podcast with you. That's why.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say. Well, okay, actually, that goes along with what we want to talk about. Today, we are going to be introducing emotion-related words. But before we do that, why don't we start by introducing ourselves?
Hi, everyone. I'm Sue, and I'm Chaing Mai-based Burmese instructor, and I also enjoy translating and interpreting sometimes. I'm very happy to have you all here with us today.
Right, very good. Hello, everybody. My name is Kenneth Wong. I'm a Burmese language instructor and Burmese translator, blogger, and writer, currently based in San Francisco. All right, Sue, now that you have already used one of the words, let's start with that. Excited, you said. In Burmese, how would you say that?
We say "say lo share." Say
Say
lo.
lo shade.
Yes.
Good. Okay. All right. For example, let's see. For example, um, today I'm going to meet somebody I admire. Well, let's say today I'm going to meet my favorite actor for the first time. So I'm excited. So in Burmese, how would you say this in your own words? Dine?
ဒီနေ့ကျွန်တော်အရန်ကြိုက်တဲ့ or for female we say ကျမအရန်ကြိုက်တဲ့ celebrity နဲ့တွေ့ရမှာမို့လို့စိတ်လှုပ်ရှားနေတယ်
Say lo shanire. Very good. Yes, yeah. In English, people usually say I'm excited, but in Burmese, it's important to say that it's actually in the continuous form. Say lo shanire. No, that's very common, right?
yeah. Nede is actually we use it when we're talking about the thing that is going on at the time of speaking. Yes.
That's right. Because most of the time, you're not talking about just one moment of excitement and then it was over, because you're actually talking about the fact that you are still feeling excited. So in Burmese, it's in the continuous form, and that's why siklok shanede. Um, you could also talk about circumstances where you might feel a little nervous or anxious, or maybe stage fright, for example, if you're about to perform. So, for example, today I'm feeling a little nervous. In English, today I'm feeling a little nervous or anxious because I need to give a speech in front of a crowd. So in Burmese, how would you say that in your words?
ဒီနေ့ကျမလူရှိမှာစကားပြောရမှာမို့လို့စိတ်လှုပ်ရှားနေတယ်
ဟုတ်တယ်နော်လူရှိမှစကားပြောရမှာမို့လို့လူရှိမှမိန်ကုန်းပြောရမှာမို့လို့စိတ်လှုပ်ရှားနေတယ် so in this case it's not excited, it's actually anxious and nervous, right?
Yeah. But in Burmese, we use the exact same word for both feeling nervous or feeling excited. Yeah,စိတ်လှုပ်ရှားနေတယ်
That's right, very good. Okay, now let's start with the most common words, to be sad and to be happy. So for example, let's start with sad. How would you describe I'm feeling sad today? How would you say that in Burmese?
စိတ်မကောင်းဘူးဝမ်းနည်းတယ် or you can say ဝမ်းနည်းတယ်
Okay, wanere. And the opposite of wanere, what is that?
ဝမ်းသာတယ်
Wantare. Okay. All right. Let's also break it down a little bit. When we say wan, it actually refers to a part of our body. Which part is that when we say wan?
Yes. So Burmese is interesting. Is like we have the each meaning for every word. Like so, when is refer to our belly or stomach. So when we are feeling something, we also feel something in our stomach, right? That's why we use the word when, and we add more words to form our emotion. Yeah.
That's right.
When
That's
they
right. Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? Because in Burmese, we talk about feeling as if they stem from our belly, from our womb. So that's why wanere is to be sad. And the opposite is wantare.
want
Wantare, to be happy. That's right. You also said say makambu, say makambu. And that also means what?
Say magambu. Yeah, you can also say like I feel sad. I feel sorry for something. Say magambu. Or when you feel sorry for someone or some situation, you can say magambu.
Right? Okay. Let's use some real examples. So for example, if one of your good friend came to you and she told you that she has recently lost her job, how would you express your sympathy to her in Burmese? Jayara,
Oh, jayara. Say magambu.
Jayara
Dara.
say magambu. Okay, all right, yeah. Would you say in that sense also Jayara wanere, wanebare? Would you say that in that circumstances?
So both are actually similar, but for one nere, we save it for like a situation that are a little bit worse than that somebody losing a job. Mostly we use it for like someone lost their family member or maybe their pet died recently yeah, at that time we say oh one nere, no one nere like that. It's a
That's
little
right.
bit yes.
It's a little stronger, and you're absolutely right that you reserve it for more serious situations, right? So, for example, if somebody came to you and told you that their house just burned down, in that case, you would say "Jayara."
One nere.
All right,
Yeah.
and if they confess to you that their beloved aunt or uncle has passed away, you would also say "Jayara."
Wanere, yes. Jaya Wanere.
Jayara wanere. Exactly. All right, good. The opposite is true too. If somebody told you that they just got a promotion at their work, you would say Jayara
Wantare. Tare.
wantare. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Well, semakambu, we've already talked about it. That means to feel sad about something. But the opposite, this is really strange. Seimagambu's opposite grammatically is sekgaunde, but sekgaunde actually doesn't mean what most people think it might mean. Could you say when you describe somebody as dilu sekgaunde, what does it mean?
Oh, like he is nice and kind. It's not like we're happy about something. Not like that.
That's right. That's right. So this could be pretty tricky, right? Seimagambu is to feel sad, but sekgaunde is not exactly the opposite. It means somebody is kind and has a good spirit. That's what it means, right?
Yes, yes, like that. So say can translate as like your mind or your heart. So
Right.
say down meaning like having a good heart or something like this. Yeah.
That's right. Let's also break down because earlier we said wanere, wantare, which actually has to do with our feelings. But because it has the word wang, which is your belly or your womb, there are also other words that have nothing to do with feelings, but actually have to do with, well, being sick, for example. If somebody,
Mhm.
if somebody says, one chonated, what does it mean?
To be constipated. So it's not like yes, it doesn't have to do anything with your feeling. But of course, when you are yeah, when you constipate, you won't feel comfortable. Yeah, so
Right,
it's not
right.
one
So one choked, quite literally, choke means to be constricted, right? To be restricted.
yeah, yes, like that.
Oh, how about one short? What does it mean?
Having diarrhea. Yeah, so one short. Short is like uh getting
Slippery.
like something is getting to lower place or something like that.
That's
Of
right.
course, what we are talking about. Yeah.
That's right, exactly. Shore, shortjare. It usually describes the act of sliding from a high place to a low place to one shore. We shouldn't be too graphic about it, but people probably
Yeah.
get the idea.
Sorry if you're saying something when you're listening to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope nobody's listening to it while they're having lunch or dinner.
Yes. Yes.
All right. right. Also, let's talk about the very commonly used word piore. Piore, what does it mean?
Oh, we say it all the time to be happy. Piore, piore. Yes. I'm happy to be
Piore,
here. 对呀, piore.
right. We might say, for example, today I got paid. So, dine laga tolo.
Piore. Yan piore.
Again,
No, not
piore. That's right, because I
yan.
got paid today.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
All
But
right.
for I'm not piore. Ma piore bu. Oh, ma piore.
Because you haven't gotten paid yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if
Uh,
that's the case, you might actually say say nyete. Let's use it. Laga matoya de lo because I haven't been paid and finish that sentence for me.
星野的
Laga matoya de lo say nyete, say nyenede. I'm still feeling frustrated, annoyed, say nyete because I haven't been paid yet. But people also say six shote. What does it mean, six shote, when people say that?
Oh, say shoulder is like when you got distracted by someone or somebody and you feel annoyed and by the loud noises or something when you're trying to focus on your work, you feel say shoulder, say shoulder.
Six shota, that's right, because you might be distracted. People say that. It also means that there are just too many things going on, so
Yeah.
you feel frustrated,
Overwhelmed. Uh,
overwhelmed. That's right. Overwhelmed, that's a good word. So, in other words, we have to acknowledge the fact that there is no, you can't really say six shota is can directly be translated as to be annoyed or frustrated, right? Because there are circumstances where you can do that, but there are cases where you might not be able to do that because that's how languages are. There's no direct translation. Yeah?
yes, yes. But as we already used in our examples, when we got distracted or when we are overwhelmed, yes, you can say say shoulder.
Six shote. That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, good. Um, how about we're going to have a whole bunch of words that have to do with the root word sake. As you said, sake has to do with either the mind or the heart. So let's go with the next one. Sake sate. Sake sate. What does it mean?
Uh, say said it. Mostly, I think we use it, we feel it uh, when when we are not when we are impatient or when we are a little bit grumpy. We use it mostly with the children or the women. Yes, we have a lot of situation to be say said there. Yes,
Right. So that means somebody is easily offended, right? Somebody is already maybe um, uh, already ready to get angry. So it's very easy to get angry if somebody is if you describe somebody as sexate. Yeah.
said it. Yes, yes, easy to get angry. Yeah, say said it.
Right. Grumpy is perfect.
What about you? Say you say said lah.
ကျွန်တော်ကစိတ်မဆက်ဘူးတင်တယ်ကျွန်တော်ကိုကိုတော့စိတ်မဆက်ဘူးတင်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့သူများတွေကလည်းကျွန်တော်အမြဲတမ်းပြောတယ်တော့စိတ်ရှည်တယ်တဲ့ A lot of the people tend to describe me as စိတ်ရှည်တယ် So why don't we explain that then စိတ်ရှည်တယ် what does it mean
Say shade. So here, this word is a little bit interesting. So as you know, say is your mind or your heart. She is actually to be long. So it's not like to have long-minded or something. But when you are satiated, you're patient. You don't get angry or upset easily. Yeah, like Saya Ganetwa, unlike me.
that's right but don't try to test me please when you see me in person to see how patient
Don't test my patience. Okay. Yes,
I am.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Well, let's also give it the opposite. You said shade is to be long, but in a previous episode, we actually talked about the fact that you can use these words to talk about the length of your hair. For example, zabin shade, long hair, zabin tore is short hair. But how about sek tore?
Say dore. Ah, to get angry is like the opposite of being patient. Say dore. Get angry. Say dore. Or you can say sore. Say sore. Say dore.
Sek tore, sek hore. Exactly, sek tore and sek hore describe being angry, being unhappy with a situation, right?
Yes, yes. Say
For
uh,
example,
yeah.
because I haven't had dinner, um, because he hasn't had dinner, he is annoyed. He is angry. In Burmese, how would you say it? Dine tu nyaza masaya de lo.
စိတ်တူနေတယ်
Nyaza
စိတ်
masaya de lo say do nide. That's right. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it should be me because I'm actually patient in other situation when I want something and
Yeah.
I patiently wait for it. But once I'm hungry, nothing is funny. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I understand. I understand. Most people feel the same way too. Okay. Sek tore, sek shede, like you said, is very interesting because sek is the mind, but shede and tore are to be long and to be short. But I guess we can think about that as sek shede means your tolerance stretch quite long. On the other hand, sekdode means you have a very little short fuse, so you're about to snap. So somebody said something wrong or something unpleasant happened, you're going to get angry. So I guess that's what it means, sekdode, sekshede.
I think we have already talked about say magambu, but when we have the situation which is so miserable, there is also another word with say, but we have to add one more word like say that jare to be
Say that that's an interesting word. We should talk about it. We should talk about it. So for example, it's actually, I think it's perfect if to describe how you feel if, for example, you fail an exam or you went to a job interview and you didn't get the job. So, uh, "Samibwe chalo," and then finish
say
the sentence for me.
that say
Mm,
that ja sorry
yeah.
say that ja yeah.
"Samibwe chalo say the cha nire." Because I failed the exam, I'm feeling disappointed. I'm feeling depressed, right? Yes. Um, how about six señere? It's similar as well, but let's break it down. What does señere means?
Mm. So sinyere alone means like to be poor and yes, you don't have money. You don't have enough money, so you're sinyere, you're poor. Sinyere. Say sinyere doesn't mean like your mind is poor. It's not like that. It's to be miserable. Yeah.
Right. All right. Yeah, exactly. So if you haven't gotten paid, then you would literally be señere. Or right now. But when you say six señere, that actually means feeling miserable. It's an emotion, right?
Yes, yes, more like that. Say sinyere. We could probably use it like since my beloved pet dog died recently, so I'm feel miserable. ကျမရဲ့ခွေးကလေးတည်သွားလို့စိတ်ဆင်းရဲနေတယ်
Wele six señere. Hopi. All right. Uh, The opposite, we should talk about that too. Señere is to be poor. The opposite is chantare, to be wealthy, to be prosperous. But what happened when you use it with sake and say sake chantare?
You're feeling cheerful and joyful. စိတ်ချမ်းသာတယ် it is a little bit similar to pure, but this one is like more expressive. Yeah, စိတ်ချမ်းသာတယ်
That's right. So, for example, if you have gone through several weeks of extremely hot weather, in Chiang Mai or in Yangon, as I remember, it could be very unpleasant. But suddenly, if the temperature drops and the weather starts to cool down and the wind comes in, you will say, Dine yadi udu kaung lo, because the weather is good today. Finish that sentence for me, please.
စိတ်ချမ်းသာနေတယ် Actually, it's like that. Sir, can you see it? Yeah, the weather is actually nice today in Chiang Mai.
All
So
right, Dine. Okay, say
oh,
that, please. Because the weather is nice today in Chiang Mai, I'm feeling delighted and joyful. Say that in Burmese.
ဒီနေ့ချင်းမိုင်မှာရာသီဥတုကောင်းလို့စိတ်ချမ်းသာနေတယ်
Very good. Say chantanire. That's also another interesting word that maybe we should tackle. When we use the word nare by itself, it means to be hurting, to be feeling pain, right? For example, do nare. my knee is hurting, right? Or len nade, my hand is hurting. But when you say nade, what does it mean?
It's more like you hate somebody and you feel embittered. Say nare. You don't want to see that person again, or you
Right.
don't feel that situation again. Say nare. Or maybe you try something and you feel it again and again. At the time, you feel say nare.
Correct, correct. Because well, in my experience, a lot of people use that when they are talking about romantic relationship that ended badly, right? So, Yiza Hang is an ex-girlfriend or an ex-boyfriend. So somebody might say, I don't want to see my ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend anymore because I'm still feeling embittered. So you might say "Yizahong o matui jimbu," and then how would you use "say nade" in that case?
啊，其他行我他们对称了不，都 say 哪嘞？哦，
Right, "say nade." This is one of the ways in which you might say that. That's true. Okay, all right. Um, how about something that has nothing to do with say, but it still have to do with emotions? We would say "che nate." What does it mean, "che nate"?
When you are pleased or feel satisfied with what you get, yes, you say "jinade, jinade."
Mhm. Now let's do the opposite as well. The opposite is
Majinapu.
Machinapu. Machinapu. That's right. Exactly. So if somebody offended you, but they came and apologized, then you would feel like, all right, it's okay. I'm ready to forgive. I'm satisfied now. So through Jamago, in your case, you would say Jama. I would say Jano because I'm a boy. Through Jamago or through Janago, down ban lailo. Finish that sentence for me, please.
Jinade. Or you can say jinadware. Uh,
Tinathware. Right, exactly.
jinadware. Yeah, yeah,
Everything is behind you now. That's what it means when you say Tinathware, right? Tu
jinad.
chamago dauman lailu Tinathware.
Yeah, yeah. But when you use it as a negative form, you can't like majina tuabu. So Burmese negation is like a sandwich. If you uh figure it, because sandwich we need when a slice of bread first, and then we put something else inside, and then we also need another slice of bread after. So in Burmese negation, it's like when you form the negative, you need the word, the first slice of bread, ma, and the another slice of bread, bu, and the verb in the middle, maji na bu.
Inapu Matina Thebu if you want to say I'm still not satisfied yet. So for example, let's go back to the same example and do the opposite situation. Because he has not apologized to me yet, I'm still not satisfied yet. Tu chamago or tu chanago matao mandelo. And then finish that for me, please.
Maji na tebu.
Right. I'm still not satisfied yet. You're not ready to forgive him yet. Machina Thebu, that's what the word they means because it's not quite happened yet, right?
Yeah,
Machina Thebu. Hmm.
yeah. You can also use the word tebu, like when you haven't finished something, like Messiah tebu, like an
Right.
easier Messiah tebu, Maloya tebu,
Mapyoya Debu. I haven't
yeah,
uh, talked about it yet. Mameya Debu. I haven't asked about it yet. You right?
yeah, yeah. We use like
Okay.
that.
Well, we have gone through quite a long list of words related to emotions. So I would say um, ကျွန်တော်တော့ဒီနေ့ episode အတွက်ကျေနပ်သွားပြီ I'm satisfied with what we've gone through for today's episode. How about you?
Yeah, Jamale jinapare, because I think that's a words that you can grasp and use it later. Yeah.
All right, good. If that's the case, we should let the listeners practice these words. And then, listeners, if you have any questions about how you might use it, or if you're not sure whether you're using it correctly or not, leave us a comment. Whether you see this episode in YouTube or Spotify or Buzzsprout, whatever the platform may be, because this episode is available in several different platforms. Leave us a comment, and we'll do our best to address and answer your questions. So let's say goodbye with that, Chum. Do you have anything to say about some people who might be interested in taking lessons with you? How should they get in touch with you?
Yes, for now, you can always email me at Burmese Cheddar Talk 227 at gmail.com if you're interested in having a lesson with me. And you can also enjoy my free videos lessons on my Burmese Cheddar Talk Facebook page. Yes.
Very good. Go check them out, listeners. They cover a range of different topics for beginners and some for intermediate. So hope they are useful for you. Um, for now, let's say goodbye. My name is Kenneth Wong. Once again, thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you again in the next episode. See you later. Now, my dear man.
Now, my dream is